It's time for all your binge-worthy pop culture news. Welcome to Up and Adam.
Hey guys, good morning. I've had my 4 shots of espresso. I am ready to go. And I want to start off by thanking all of you guys for such an incredible day yesterday. I mean, we've been going. Jason normally said I can't wear a hat anymore, but I woke up this morning. I look like a freaking cockatoo. I washed my head. It wasn't blow drying right. I got to go get a haircut. I got to shave this face. I got to get my tan back. We have a lot to do. So I promised that I would take Saturday off, which you guys know just means that I'm probably going to wake up 2 hours before Jason, try to bang out some pre-records, and then pretend like I took the day off. Now, in the meantime, guys, we have over 100 people in the room in the first 2 minutes, so good morning. Let's see. Sherry, good morning. I see Georgia Carolina in the room. Gabriella. I see Krista Marie. Jamila, hi. Annika, hi. Rosemary. Lit Real Red, hi. Good morning. Celia, Coffee Buzz. Joe Mendoza. Good morning, everyone. Hi. Good morning. Who else is in here? Caroline, Kristen. So, guys, I asked you if you had to be stuck on an island with one person, and I gave you 4 choices. You guys, the majority voted Erika Girardi. What? Okay. Guys, we have a lot to go over today, but first I want to start off by saying thank you to Natalie McClendon because yesterday I got a notification. I have a P.O. box just because it's dangerous to share your actual address with people. You never know who's watching you or who's trying to reach out to you. So I have a P.O. box, and sometimes we get some really incredible gifts from our subscribers. Murray is an amazing person in our community who now feels like family. We've met up with her and her incredible husband twice now, and she sent us wine. And then yesterday I got a notification and there was a Neiman Marcus box, and it was so sweet. And it had this this note in it that said, you know, hopefully you guys can enjoy this right now because you have a lot going on. And it was these champagne flutes, these beautiful rainbow champagne flutes that have no bottom. So I'm almost afraid to use them, but secretly, and I've never told anybody this, I've seen them at Z Gallery for years, not Neiman Marcus. I don't think I've ever been in a Neiman Marcus, but I've seen them at Z Gallery for years, and it's such a sweet, thoughtful gift. So thank you to Natalie McClendon. That was so amazing of you. And also yesterday, I know that we went live with Dana Wilkey, we went live with Emily, we went live with Jason, with Zach, and we ended up selling out of all of the VIP tickets for Nashville in a matter of minutes, really. So Zach and I are talking, and I believe we're going to extend our VIP ticketing for Nashville. He's working on it right now, and I will keep you guys posted. But in the meantime, if you want to join us, you guys know where to go, spillingtealive.com. That way you guys can join the fun. And when I say fun, I wanted to show you a video from that night that maybe you guys haven't seen. Hold on. Sorry, Zach. Oh, hold on. Zach's gonna kill me. Sorry, Zach. Here we go. And Zach said, hold on, where is it? Zach said that he would only have 1 drink. I don't think so, Zach. Not when you're going out with me. Sorry. That just goes to show you we're going to have so much fun when we actually all meet up together. Guys, we have a lot of Bravo talk bits to cover today, but there are a few things I want to talk about in the meantime before we get there. One, I have random people who send me DM messages who are on, you know, my YouTube channel. They see that Jason and I do this together all of the time, and they think it's cute to send me silly shit or be flirtatious or whatever, and that's fine. But a lot of times, like when you get stuff like this, if you don't think that I'm a sarcastic sometimes, I am. So if you send me stuff like this, this is what you're going to get back. Just to be clear, you look like my future wifey. Does your insurance cover vision? Because it sounds like you're due for a checkup. Don't send me shit like this. Please? Thank you. Okay. Now, also moving on, I wanted to talk about a few other things. We're going to get into the Lisa Rinna stuff. And of course, Erika Girardi, because Lisa Rinna posted this last night. Oh, damn. Are we back to cease and desist? Oof. Now, I'm curious what she's talking about. But before we jump into all of the Bravo stuff, I say let's give us a good laugh to kind of kick us off. And what are you guys saying in the chat right now? I picked Marlo. I'm dying right now. Nice move, Zach. Yes. Yes. Those flutes are gorgeous. They match all of my kitchenware. Yeah. It was so sweet of her to do that. 175 watching, 94 likes. Smash that like button. Emily D. Baker shared a great video of you on Instagram. So funny. Oh, gosh. I got to go watch and see what that one is. That's how I imagine Zach would be. Yes, Zach is a lot of fun. Zach's twerking game wasn't all that bad. No, but mine is. Okay, there's another video I want to share with you guys. Oh, gosh. Hold on. Where is it? Here we go. This is so mean. This guy did this to his girlfriend, and this is so mean. There's, you know how like when you guys go on Instagram, there's an app where you guys can change your face and stuff like that, and you can add like little animal emojis, and the girl had no clue what was going on in this video, obviously, but I got a good laugh out of it. She has no idea. She's like, what, you're just giving me a banana?
Yeah.
Huh? Yeah. Well, eat up.
I am.
Hmm?
I am.
Go ahead.
It's a banana?
Well, you like bananas, right?
Yeah.
Do you love bananas?
Sometimes.
Sometimes.
Should we call him an ass, or is that funny? I don't know. Okay, let's get back to it. No, yesterday I talked about Kim Kardashian's Vogue cover because I thought it was absolutely incredible. And it looks like Naomi Campbell came out and she was not happy with the Vogue cover. There were a few people who feel like Kim was darkening her skin. And they were saying that she was trying to portray herself as a Black woman in this Vogue cover. And now I'm seeing a lot of backlash for it. So this is a topic of conversation I wanted to bring up because Kim has gotten in trouble for this before, for cultural appropriation. I don't know if you remember, but before Skims was Skims, she actually named the company Kimono. She branded it, had millions of dollars worth of merchandise branded as Kimono, but she had to completely rebrand it because she got in a lot of trouble for it. And then she had a couple of photo shoots come out where she over-tanned and they put too much makeup on her, and she was trying to, from what people thought, trying to portray herself as a Black woman. Now, I don't know for the Vogue cover if that's necessarily true, so I do want to open that up and ask what you guys think. And of course, we're going to talk about the, I don't know if this is a Kim doppelganger, if this is a Kim 4.0, if this is a phony, I don't know what you want to call this, but we're going to call it something. And we are going to bring this up too. Definitely. Don't think that we're not. But I'm going to give you guys one more laugh before we do. And then we will move on. And I will start bringing callers and opening up the conversation. Hold on. Here we go. This is actually so mean to do to people too. 240 in the room, guys. Go ahead and smash that like button. Here we go.
Be careful, there's
Okay, we're done with you. We're done with you. All right. So we do, like I said, have a lot of Bravo topics to go over, but I see Janelle Sunshine is in the room. I do want to start bringing up callers to talk about this Kim Kardashian Vogue cover just really quick. We touched on it yesterday. I don't want to spend a lot of time on it because we have some Lisa Rinna drama. We have some Erika drama. We have some Dorit Kemsley drama, some Dana Wilkey drama. We have the Real Housewives of Miami drama. We have the unorthodox life of Julia Hart drama with her. There's a lot of shit happening right now, and headlines are just coming out one after another. So like I said, we're briefly going to touch on this. Let me go ahead and bring it up. Well, let me bring Janelle up too. Hi, Janelle.
Good morning. I don't know if my lighting is good right now. I need to.
It's because it's behind you.
Oh, I should
That's
know.
okay.
that.
Good morning.
I'll fix it next. I'll fix it in a second.
You're
Bonjour.
fine. Bonjour.
Hello,
Good morning.
darling. How are you?
I'm good. How are you?
I'm
I feel like it's
good.
been a hot second.
It has been a hot second. I'm in Florida right now for my dad's birthday.
Oh, happy birthday, Dad.
Yes, his birthday's tomorrow. So yeah.
Aw, I love
Yeah.
that. I love that you showed up for his birthday. You know, I had to do the same thing for my dad, and I shared it on here because when I called him on on his birthday, he was like, "Did you forget what day it was?" And I was like, "Oh shit!" So that weekend I ended up going and spending time. I work so much, and it's like starting to kind of take over my life. And I noticed this morning when I walked out, I was like, I left the couch a mess. I went into my bathroom and I was like, I left a water bottle on my sink. And then I'm just walking around. I'm like, I need a haircut. I haven't shaved my face. And Jason's like, you're taking Saturday off. I was like, yeah, okay, we'll see.
Yeah, you are taking Saturday off. Hold on 1 second. Let me talk to me. I'm going to change his lighting. Hold on, but
okay, change the lighting.
Yeah.
All right. So in the meantime, Janelle, did you see the Kim Kardashian Vogue cover?
Yes, I did. You know I did. You know I be on the Instagram.
Okay, so now with Naomi Campbell coming out and saying that
Naomi.
That's what I said.
You said Naoma.
No, I said Naomi.
Oh, I thought you said Naomi.
You don't think I know who Naomi Campbell is?
I was just about to say, you know.
No, I would never call her Naomo. Unless it just sounds like that's how it's coming out of my mouth. I'm not saying Naomo. Let's be clear about that really quick. Naomi Campbell came
I thought
out
you just
and
gave me 3 snaps to the win just now. Like, bam.
Listen, she's not excited about the cover, obviously. She feels like Kim Kardashian is trying to portray herself as a Black woman on the cover of Vogue. So I wanted to ask you and a few other callers, whoever wants to call in and join the panel, do you think that's true? Is that your perception from the Vogue cover and the photos that came out in this edition?
I've been thinking that since day one when it comes to Kim Kardashian. I think Kim Kardashian has reaped the benefits on having Black female features with her butt, with her hips, with when she tans a lot. So I'm not. So for me, this is not out of the ordinary.
Wait, I have to say really quick. You guys have never seen me in person, but you will. And I have a big butt and big hips, and I get it from my mama, and we also have that. So I just want to say, you'll be surprised.
Are they surgically enhanced?
No, but she's packing back here.
Is she packing?
No.
Is she packing?
Okay.
Am I going to be able to see something when I see you? Oh my God.
I mean, I can't hide it, so probably. Okay, carry on, please.
You know what? It's nothing out of the ordinary for me personally. Like, I'm glad that Naomi Campbell is like calling it out. But like, Kim Kardashian has been doing this for over a decade. Like, why are we surprised? Like, why are we having this discussion again? Like, she's been doing this since day one. Like, I feel like the reason why we have the term slim thick is because of Kim Kardashian, but she only slim thick is because she be taking features from Black women. Because I know a Black woman who got the same amount of features that she got, or are the same kind with her breasts, with her butt and everything. But because Kim is white, all of a sudden it's cool. But when it's a Black woman, ooh, child, that's when you see elephant like memes and all this type of stuff. So for me, it's like whatever. And like, Kim has always been tanning. And also, oh, child, don't get me started on Kim. I used to watch the show. So I used to be a Kardashian fan. But I was not blind to the fact that they are guilty of cultural appropriation. Okay.
Okay, so you believe that?
Yeah, I definitely do.
Okay.
I definitely believe that.
And also, since we're talking about Kim real quick, so I can kind of get all of these topics out of the way, did you see this? After Kanye West accused Kim of allegedly kidnapping their child and saying that she accused him of putting a hit out on her, they've been going back and forth. This divorce has been completely nasty. Then the Vogue cover comes out and Kanye West posts photos from the Vogue cover saying, "God, please bring our family back together." as soon as he posted it a couple nights before, we saw where he went out to celebrate his new album, and Kendall Jenner went out to support him. Travis Scott went out to support him. And now the whole family has completely unfollowed Kanye West. Not only that, but then there was also Julia Fox who came out and said, I'm sure there's still some sort of residual feelings. It's normal. It's human. But I also know that he's with me now, and that's all that matters.
Do you see this face?
I mean, do you see this face?
Child, she needs to go somewhere. She better, you know what? Let me tell you something. I want her to get all the checks. Julia Fox, I see what you're doing. I know what you're doing. You get your checks because, girl, I barely remembered you in that Adam Sandler movie. You know, because I went to go see it. I enjoy it, but I barely remember.
What Adam Sandler movie was she in?
She was in the movie where he was a jeweler and he was dealing with basketball players. Anybody in the chat who knows it? It just came out like a few years ago. Like it's a fairly recent movie, and she played his mistress.
Okay.
I don't know, but she was in that movie and she was good, but that was the only thing I knew her from. So I'm like uncut gems. Felicia,
yes, I see it now.
Yeah. So yeah, that was the movie. It was pretty good. I enjoyed it. And yeah.
Somebody
That's
just
where I
said,
remember her from.
who was that?
Get that check, Julia. Get that check. You do what you got to do. You reap all them benefits, and you better keep all that clothing that Kanye gave you. Because when y'all break up, he gonna try to take it back. But girl, you better keep every single one.
And the Birkins.
Right? Keep the Birkins. Keep all the Balmain. Keep all the Louboutins. Okay, you keep all of that. You hear me? Because we all know Kanye fickle. He a Gemini.
But do you find it weird that Kanye West, like when he's going out with these new women, that he's having them dress up just like Kim? Is that not a little strange?
No, because it's Kanye.
Of
course, it's Kanye because Kanye loves attention. He is a Gemini. People forget that his ass is crazy. He loves this type of stuff. Okay. He wants to bring attention to himself. He wants everyone to look at him, look at the woman that's on his arm. He did the same thing with Amber Rose, where he purposely made sure that she dressed a certain way, that she looked a certain way. But he just, when it came to Kim Kardashian, it was a full-blown overhaul. And I think Kim looks even better. Like, I love her wardrobe. I think she has great fashion. The fashion be fashioning, honey. Okay. But, okay, Kanye is a mess. Bringing the family back, you're the main reason why the family separated, allegedly.
Oh, okay.
Allegedly.
Okay. Well, listen, I always say we'll leave Kim and Kanye and Julia and Shanae. Is it Chaney? Is that Chaney or Shanae? It's
Chaney. I want to say Shanae.
I wanted to say Shanae too.
I don't know. Where's the accent? I think it's Shanae.
Yeah, it's either.
Wait, is she black?
It's only one of two.
Is she black?
I don't know her ethnicity.
Because if she has a black mama, then it's Shanae.
Okay. This is her. This is her right on the left.
I don't know her, and I probably won't remember her after this photo. I think, you know what? Kanye is trying to get Kim's attention, and Kim is giving it to him. I think Kim is enjoying all this mess because this is going to be another storyline for season 2 of the new Hulu show.
Okay.
So Kim may be acting annoyed and be like, oh my God, he's saying all this stuff. He's going on Instagram and saying all this stuff, blah, 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 blah. Girl, season 2, we see you. Listen, the devil works hard, but Kris Jenner works harder. Okay.
That's not a lie. That is not a lie. Okay.
There you go. So all season 2 of the Hulu show, we're all falling for it. We're all covering it. We're all looking at it because shoot, I'm even looking at it, and I don't even think about the Kardashians like that. But I'll be reading about it. Okay. And one last question for you before I drop you down, read another article, and then I'm going to bring you back up with Jordan and Krista. Oh, bonjour! I heard that Krista got her ticket for New York City. I was like, we're gonna party with Krista. Here we go. Was this you sliding into my DMs? Huh? Now I love your clapback. That just when you posted it earlier, I was like, oh, this warms my heart. Oh, your clapback warms my heart. It just really does. Like, oh, you need to post that crown, baby. The crown. That clapback.
What does she say? The crown is heavy, darling, so just leave it where it belongs.
Yes, boo kitty. That clapback was good. That was
I
good.
mean, so every once in a while, it depends what mood I'm in. But okay, I'm gonna bring up this Real Housewives of Beverly Hills drama really quick, and then I'm gonna bring you back up with Jordan and also Krista.
Mhm.
So I will see you in a second.
Yes, see you in a second. Bye.
All right, guys. So I had Dana Wilkey on. Well, technically, I was on her channel yesterday, and we covered the Real Housewives of New Jersey. Now, it's always great to see Dana. I've met her in person. We all know her from the Real Housewives of Beverly Hills, $25,000 sunglasses. And, when we hung out in Miami, we had the best time. We ended up in the pool. I think we were there for like 6 hours, and we were just ordering some champagne and kind of kicking it, talking. And finally, Jason's like, "You've been in the pool forever. We have dinner plans." And I was like, "Sorry, Dana, we can't play anymore. My babysitter's here." So I had to go. Now, yesterday it was fun to catch up with her. But in the meantime, it looks like she's caught herself in another PK rift. PK Kemsley, we know who he is. Paul Kemsley, they call him PK, Dorit's husband. And I have to start off by saying this. One, I have sisters. I have a mom. I have a lot of sisters. I mean, I don't even know how many I have at this point. But I don't like when anyone uses the "see you next Tuesday" word, especially if you're using it towards a woman. And I don't really appreciate this, but I'm going to show it to you guys, and I'm going to have you guys kind of chime in on this because it's a little disturbing, but of course, I need to get your take on it. Hold on. Here it goes. All right. PK said, Dana Wilkey has done it again. She is the "see you next Tuesday" of the month for the second time. This accolade has been awarded for the following comments she has made on her little podcast. 1, I have a 32-year-old Jewish girlfriend that I seen in London and didn't return to be with my wife after the home invasion because I was with this blonde. 2, I settled with the Bellagio using insurance monies from the home invasion. Bellagio was settled 2 years ago. She has a little mate I've affectionately named Freddie FK Witt, and then tagged Freddie. You two losers can't broadcast made-up lies and expect zero consequences. I'm not that guy. And Freddie, we didn't approach you for the UK show. It was the other way around, and your casting sucked. Dana, you are a vile, trashy, big mouth liar, and that's why you keep winning "see you next Tuesday" of the month. Once again, I'm suggesting you stop spreading lies about me and my family. You didn't hear me the first time, so maybe we will test your pocket in court as you like to question mine. See you soon, love. Okay. I need opinions on this because here they are. This is obviously a big deal, and lawsuits happen every single day. Let's bring up some callers. And of course, we have more Beverly Hills drama. I have to talk about Lisa Rinna and Erika after this, but I need you guys to chime in on this. So I'm going to bring up Georgia Carolina, Krista Marie, and Janelle. If you guys are ready, can you just do this so I know that you guys are okay with me bringing you up? Okay. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning.
Hello. Krista,
right.
Your shady ass. Team not Noella. I'm so...
I'm so disappointed in her. I'm no
By
longer.
the way, we will be right back after this in an hour at 11 o'clock with Jason to recap the Real Housewives of Orange County. So
Yes.
We're going to be taking callers for that too if you guys want to come back and join us. But in the meantime, with this Dana Wilkey PK stuff, I was talking to Dana about it just because I was like, what's going on? You obviously have to be so careful when you talk about people on the internet. And you sometimes there's like this kind of there's this rule, and I've talked about this with Emily D. Baker. You can talk about people and what's happening in their life if they're a public figure, but you can't blindly make accusations. You can't say somebody's out there cheating, and you can't you can't just try to go out there and ruin their life. So when I asked Dana, I was like, why would you say this on your podcast? She's like, I didn't say it. I had a caller who alluded to it. And when the caller alluded to it, she's like, I just said, I don't know. It's neither here nor there. But since it was on my platform, she said PK posted it at least 3 or 4 times, allegedly, posted something, deleted it, posted it, deleted it, posted it, deleted it. And then Kyle Richards reposted it and then deleted it. What are your thoughts on this? I'm going to start with you, Jordan.
I'll start with PK. There is always going to be something wrong, societally speaking, from the vision of the people. There's always going to be something in the words of Nene Leakes, with a man being in women business.
Okay.
So I just feel like anytime that a man addresses a woman, he's always going to be looked at a certain way, no matter what he says or how he says it. So there's always going to be a level of apprehension to him even speaking, no matter what he says or how he says it. On that, Dana, um, I really don't have anything to say because she didn't say anything. Like, you can't help what a caller calls in and says on your show. Like, that's really not under your control in any, type of thing. And, well, I'm not going to get into my personal feelings about Dana, but in this situation, she didn't do anything wrong. Like, at the end of the day, she can't help what a caller says on her show. So PK should be a grown ass man and listen to all the information before he attacks attack somebody for saying or attack somebody for something that somebody else said on their platform. That's not under her control.
And I think the most disturbing part of it, because listen, I actually like PK and Dorit on the show because I always try to understand Dorit's like 36 accents and where they come from. And I'm always trying to like dissect it. And when she's like PK, and he sometimes gives us really funny moments with Maurizio, like when they were talking about Erika and the situation and trying to understand it. And you could obviously see Maurizio was somewhere else in that scene. Let's just say that. So somewhere else, right? So I love their banter together, but there's something that irks me about, like, even if you're not getting along with somebody or if you don't like somebody, the "see you next Tuesday" word kills me. Krista, what are your thoughts on this?
You have to listen to how when Dana says things, the way she says it and how she says it, she never actually alleges anything. She repeats, she says, think about this, or this is what I heard. This is what somebody said. Isn't that weird? Just think about that. She never comes out and says this or that. I did hear it, and I was a little kind of taken back by how much she was saying. But then again, that's her job. And him being so defensive and so angry about it does not make him seem like he's defensive. And I don't understand. Like, I don't know who she's alluding to. I don't know if it's Diana Jenkins or whatever, but he's not making himself seem like he's innocent or he's like, he looks like an asshole right now. He's attacking Dana for something that she does on a daily basis. It's just his turn for things to come out and people to talk about him. No, I mean, I'm not saying it's like, she's picking people out of a hat. She's getting information and she's reporting on it. And for him to take her stuff, take it out on her like that and call her those names and stuff like that, like it seems like a personal thing. Like either he's this really like, he's really, really guilty, or he's like personally has something against Dana, like more than just. Don't you think? Like,
I mean, this is where airing things on social media becomes obtuse and counterproductive. Like,
right.
Why do we see y'all business right now?
Right.
I don't even know what she was even talking about. I had no clue of any of that.
I was reading comments under it too, and I don't know PK's business. As far as I know, him and Dorit seem like they're in a happy marriage. Who actually knows? Like, there's a lot of times where we see people and we think they're the happiest, and we don't know what's going on behind the scenes. And that's not just PK and Dorit. That's the world. That's it's never quite what it seems from the outside looking, and that's everybody. You don't have to be a Bravo celebrity or a public figure to have that kind of situation going on. But what I was reading on social media were people reacting kind of like Krista did to PK's reaction, saying, well, if this is not true, why do you have such a strong reaction to this? What is making you kind of pop off the way that you are?
It's like he didn't hear what she said. He heard like the key words, and he just felt, he's like, I'm guilty. He feels guilt. He's not hearing actually that she's not really bringing it. She's not making it up.
To PK's point though, perception is reality. So, and the truth is more and the lie is always more entertaining than the truth. So once the narrative is put out there, false or not, people are going to believe it no matter what he says, because that's what the people hear first. So there's enough that people are going to take of people just dropping information and just saying, well, it's a rumor, but it's still information about my life that's being talked about, true or not. So I'm not saying just in defense of him. I'm just saying, playing devil's advocate here.
Yeah.
There's only a certain level that you're going to be able to deal with of people being able to drop lies about your life and use your name to promote a platform, and then call it, well, it's a rumor or it's gossip or it's this or it's that, it's still creating a narrative about my life that is not true, that the people are going to believe because it's more entertaining than anything that I have to say. So even if everything that he says after that is 100% true, they're still going to be like, oh, he's just saying this, oh, he's defending himself, oh, he's doing that, oh, he's just backpedaling. Like, it's never going to be fair on that end, because perception is always going to be reality.
Right.
So there is a certain amount of justification to having that reaction, because I'm sure that this happens on a daily basis.
And to be fair too, I was thinking about PK, and I was thinking about everything that the family has been through in the last 6 months.
Didn't think I'd be saying this about PK, but
I know. Listen, and I'm always one to play devil's advocate here too,
Right.
you know, and thinking about his wife being held at gunpoint and robbers coming in and stealing their money. Now they're being accused of, you know, like taking that money.
On edge.
Like it's like this. It's a lot of accusations. Like it would be a lot to handle when everyone's talking about your life, especially when your family has been through such traumatic events in a matter of just months. So I could see where somebody would be on edge too. But Janelle, what are your thoughts on this?
PK wants a diamond.
Very that. Very
PK
that.
wants a diamond. PK
Yes,
is
God.
about to get that diamond. PK wants to be the Joe Gorga of Beverly Hills, and he is on his way to making that happen.
Slow clap for Janelle. That was brilliant. Slow clap for Janelle, because that was brilliant.
That's
PK
the
is
truth,
the
too.
Joe Gorga of
He
Beverly
is.
Hills. That is
He wants to
so
be the
accurate.
He wants to be the Joe and the Frank. The Maurizio and PK, they want to be like the Joe and the Frank.
Thank you, Jordan. Thank you.
Is this PK Gorga?
Yes.
Yes.
PK Gorga.
Yes.
2.0.
Joe Kemsley. Very bad.
PK, listen, it is the truth, because I do have friends who are from the UK. See you next Tuesday is not considered a bad word over there.
Okay.
So,
the word
but
PUSSY
that does
to
not
LVP.
translate over here. I do think he said it with malice. I do not think he was trying to, because I've heard people say it in passing, and you can tell in someone's tone, if they're British and they say it, that they're not saying it like, oh, like they're saying like the B word, or they're saying any other derogatory name.
This was a pretty not happy tone.
But this,
right? This was clearly aggressive.
This was not like,
there was no passive.
Yeah, this wasn't like Erika wearing the "See You Next Tuesday" necklace and being like, this was a little bit more like.
Oh no, he was coming after Dana. Listen, Dana is making her coin. Everyone's gonna have an opinion about Dana. I've said before, she's an acquired taste. I am not the biggest fan of Dana. There's a certain octave in her voice that just grinds on the nerves. But you know that I'm not her biggest fan. I will watch her whenever she's on your channel, Adam, or Jason's channel, but that's about it.
Okay.
Because like so many people you've had on your show, like I've gone and like subscribed, like Empire and Emily D. Baker. I mean, the list goes on. So like I will go.
Well, there's some people you'll love and some people you won't.
Exactly.
Yeah.
However, PK Boo Boo. Listen, I hope Bravo is paying you, because in the past they have usually not paid the husbands. So I hope they pay you this season, because you are probably going to bring a lot of the drama like you did the first season when you came on. So I hope you get that Joe Gorga paycheck. Okay. All right. I hope you get it. Why would he be? The reason why Dorit keeps her diamond on this show, because Dorit does not bring much, but when you add her husband, oh, he brings a lot. I mean, think about it. When we talked about Dorit, we talked about when Mauricio and PK were laughing about Erika Jayne's oh, my husband, he like wrote my son rolled down the hill and it was like snowy in Pasadena, and it was like, oh my God. Like they were laughing their asses off. That is when we were like, oh, we paid attention to Dorit. Nobody was going to buy those wedding dresses.
No, why
can't it's kind of like Melissa Gorga. Joe Gorga is the one who gives us her storyline.
Right.
Well, is
he required to spend the insurance money on, say he gets the money for the whatever they got, right? They got insurance money for the robbery. Does he have to spend that on a certain thing, or can he pay off other debts with that?
I have no idea.
Wouldn't he be allowed to pay off his casino debt? with any income he gets?
It depends on the situation. It depends
So
on the insurance company, and two, because like, so for instance, if you ever heard like those cases of like when someone gets killed and their spouse, widow or widower, gets the life insurance money, and then and so like those situations is like where there's a private investigator involved and they find out where the money's being spent and all this stuff, like, and then that's usually when you get criminal cases or civil cases being had. So I think it depends on the situation, who the insurance company, and all the details. And obviously, we're not going to get all the details.
Right. It can't be like, you can't replace everything. Like, what if it was irreplaceable stuff, like stuff that was like from, you know what I mean? So they can't have to, like, why would they have to go and spend all that money and repurchase things that they may not be able to get, like pay off your debts if you had to? I just think she didn't say anything that was bad except for the unfair stuff or that wasn't true or factual. You know what I mean?
I think it's all dependent. He paid that debt off 2 years ago. He said he paid that debt off 2 years ago. So really, if that doesn't matter, that would all be factual information. So that wouldn't really pertain to anything. He shouldn't even have to explain that.
I know. I was confused why she said that. I was like, who cares anyway if he used it to pay that off? Good for him. Thank God he did. He used the money.
The reason why people care is because. Oh, sorry. Sorry.
Oh no, sorry.
I have a question.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Just, jumping back into the actual question at hand, as far as, this PK thing goes, while I completely see Janelle's point, how does this do Dorit any favors? Like, for some reason, here's the thing. Joe Gorga is able to get away with this because, like, it's like a whole family thing. Like, it's not just her husband, it's also Teresa's brother. So there's almost an entitlement to an opinion. It's Gia's uncle. Like, there's almost an entitlement to an opinion because there's also a bloodline that runs through here. But with PK, it's very Peter Thomas realness. And so it's almost like this doesn't do Dorit any favors because any reference to Dorit now is your husband is your storyline. He is the most drama. He is the actual housewife. He deserves your diamond. And so it's making her look less and less important because her screaming at Kyle about cutting her off ain't cutting it no more. We've been hearing that for 4 seasons. Now, while everybody is going to be paying attention to her to see how she recovers from this situation that happened, this is not helping at all.
Right.
This is not
she
helping.
Needed something. She needed some kind of, I'm not saying the house robbery, but him doing this feels like either he's really angry at Dana or he's trying to drum up some crazy, some trauma, some story.
It makes me wonder if, and I didn't ask Dana this, but I wonder because she signed releases in the past, if they will be able to actually feature this on the show, because you know what I mean?
Those expire at some point?
Dana?
Or is that just a perpetual thing?
I feel like,
if you think about it, like they play B-roll, like sometimes on Vanderpump Rules season 9, they'll play a scene back from season 1, or they'll replay like the Miami girl or something, and that girl's.
But is that for that exclusive footage, or?
I think they punish Dana. They'll probably punish Dana and not even bring her name up at all. And Bravo he's probably doing this one because they know her relationship with Bravo isn't good, so he can bash her a lot if he wants to. He thinks he can. So, and I don't think that I think they would purposely not bring her name into this or anything, just so she doesn't get any. Not that it's good, whatever, just at all. I just feel like they wouldn't even show this because they don't care for her, and I think they do anything. They do anything to keep her away from Bravo or keep Bravo people away from her.
I don't think they're going to mention her name. I don't think they're going to. I think they're going to probably bring up the post, and they may blur out her face for all we know.
We're not getting a $25,000 sunglasses.
I didn't even think it would make it to. I didn't think it was that to make it to. I didn't even think it would make it through production. I didn't think it was that big of a deal.
I think they're done. I think honestly, they're done filming. So, right? Isn't this like around the time where they're finished?
Well, that actually brings me to my next thing that I want to bring up, a topic that I want to transition into. And Ebony Dick said, question, Adam, is Dana Circles rich? Dana was married to a very wealthy man. And I'm sure once you have children with somebody and you are married to somebody for a long enough time, same thing with Erika Girardi. Like, Erika's not rich at this point, probably, but she's been in the social circles for long enough. Same thing with Lala Kent.
They either love you or hate you.
Yeah, well, and Lala Kent was with Randall for 5 years, but in that time, she was sitting at the table with Sylvester Stallone, 50 Cent, Machine Gun Kelly, Megan Fox. You start making your own connections. Yeah, she understood the assignment. All right, hopefully. I'm going to bring up this next thing that's Beverly Hills related because I want you guys to chime in on it. Guys, 500 in the room. Don't forget to smash that like button. I also pinned at the top of the live chat our Real Housewives of Orange County recap that we're going to be back for at 11 a.m., so that's in 45 minutes. Let's bring up this because I love it. Well, first I'm going to bring up this. This was posted by Lisa Rinna yesterday. Oh, damn. Are we back to cease and desist? And I'm wondering, something is obviously going on within the cast. Now, also this week, we got this, which kind of raises some questions for me. Here we go. This was Erika's Pretty Mess Hair by Erika Jayne. You see Lisa Rinna right there in the middle. On the left, you see Sanella Diana Jenkins. Next to her, you see Erika Girardi. On the left of Erika Girardi, you see Crystal Kung Minkoff. And on the right of Lisa Rinna, you see Sutton Strack and also Dorit Kemsley.
That's Rinna?
That's Rinna right here in the blue.
In the blue? In the suit?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
Wow.
I wonder what's the name of that.
See what I mean?
That's what I want to know.
That's Rinna.
Wow. That's filtered, right? That's not her face.
That's Michelle Pfeiffer. Stop lying.
I swear I'm blind. I'm blind.
That is her face.
Listen, it's Beverly Hills.
She looks beautiful there, though. Like she looks really good.
Lisa Rinna is not an ugly woman.
No, I know, but
she never has been. I'm just happy she's her own skin complexion. That's all I care about. I'm just saying. I'm just glad she's her skin tone today.
There's my teacup when I need it.
I'm jealous. I'm really jealous.
She's always been beautiful. She's a hey.
Yeah, but she's really classy. Like classy, more classy.
But I'm not gonna bring it up because I did a whole video about it. Y'all can just go watch that.
Oh yeah.
So I wanted to ask you really quick though, if she's talking about a cease and desist, you have to think about who's in this photo and who she could be talking about because the whole cast is in this photo. And the only ones that are missing from the photo of Erika's launch party for Pretty Mess Hair would be Garcelle, Kathy Hilton, Kyle Richards, Charisse Zampino. That's it.
Who is she talking about? Somebody in the picture? Definitely. Is that what she's?
Oh yeah, she's talking about one of her cast members. So there's only 4 people it could be. Somebody served a cease and desist to shut your mouth. It's either Garcelle, Kathy Hilton, Kyle Richards, or Will Smith's ex. And I have a feeling it is not Will Smith's ex. I have a feeling it is not Kyle Richards.
I think it's Garcelle on The Real, right? Them talking about The Real on The Real. I think she's trying to stop them from talking, but they already have. So I mean. The story's already out, so.
No, but she's not the one who served the cease and desist. She got served a cease and desist.
Oh, Lisa got served a cease and desist?
Got served a cease and desist.
Oh.
Because Garcelle is still talking.
Yeah,
right.
On The Real.
And it's a public platform. She's a public figure. Garcelle, first of all, Garcelle is a very intelligent woman. She's not going to go on there and say something. Everything before she steps on that platform, they approve your topics and what you say. She's not going to say something that
working for this job for a long time.
Right. She's not going to put herself out there and say something that's going to get her in a lot of trouble. I feel like the only real talk show host now at this point, since Jordan and Philly Diva made me do my work yesterday, the only talk show host that really said a lot to get herself in trouble would be Wendy Williams. So
speaking of that, we need to talk about that Kim Kardashian photo because I literally talked about this yesterday with that Nefertiti picture. But we'll go back to that later.
Joe Mendoza said in the chat that Rinna and Erika are allegedly feuding.
I was going to say it has to be. I would say Erika then, right?
It's not Erika.
I don't think Erika served Rinna the cease and desist. It may have been Kyle. Joe Mendoza said Rinna and Erika are feuding with Kyle right now.
But what is Kyle? All right.
I look at the people who are most likely to give a cease and desist. I don't think it's Garcelle because she's on The Real. They talked about the whole Erika comment. She goes like, these are the only people that are supporting me. So that whole fiasco. And
why would she be serving Rinna a cease and desist and she doesn't even talk about Rinna on the show?
And I just want to say really quick, Monique Alexander said Kathy Hilton is in the pick. She is not in this pick. Next to Dorit is Sutton Strack. Kathy Hilton did not.
Isn't that Charisse? No, that's Charisse Zampino next to Rinna.
No, it's not. That's Sanella Diana Jenkins.
Nuh-uh. Hold on. I gotta look. Where's this damn photo?
I'm telling you,
I can't see. Y'all making me blind. I can't see anything.
Stop it.
I left my glasses in the house. Sorry.
Yo,
y'all just don't have to tell me who's who.
These women need to stop tanning. I'm getting really sick of this mess. They need to stop tanning. All
right, let's break this down.
No, Adam, that's Sheree Zampino.
No, it's not.
I know I can't see. I'm sorry. I ain't even going to get in on this one.
I promise you that is Sanella Diana Jenkins.
Oh, Lord, they need to stop tanning.
100%. I know that as a fact. That is Sanella Diana Jenkins. And if you look at her in this photo, Sanella is the one that's right in between Kathy Hilton and Sheree.
Oh, Kathy Hilton and Sheree. Oh, I'm lost.
That's Sanella.
Man. Well, I mean, I can't even. Why would Kyle? What would Kyle know? What would she try to stop Kyle from saying?
Well, so here's the rumor, real quick.
Yeah,
I'm gonna break it down for you guys because this is.
Please.
I don't want to get myself in trouble as an honorary Hilton. Okay. Over 500 people watching. Let's hit that like button. One more to go to get to 250. Yes, Mama Hilton. The rumor is in Aspen, Kathy Hilton was accused of having a meltdown. And this is all alleged, but having a moment that wasn't in favor to her. And what was said was that she apparently did not want this to be aired. And if that's true, she probably went to NBC because she got a deal for her daughter, Perez Hilton, to bring her on Peacock for Paris in Love. And then she came back to the Real Housewives of Beverly Hills. And what they're alleging is that Kathy Hilton went to NBC and said, do not air that footage. That's going to be a problem. And then from that, what we're hearing is that Lisa Rinna is coming forward saying, that's not fair. Hold on, wait, that's not fair. You don't get a pass. But if that's true, what pisses me off about this a little bit, I'm not going to lie, is the simple fact that last season, when Garcelle brought up the fact when they went to the desert that Tom was calling Erika every day, there was a whole knockout drag out with Erika in production that they protected her from that we didn't get to see. So we do have certain moments where things are taken off air because it's maybe too much. So I don't know why Lisa Rinna would be so upset that somebody else is trying to get something taken off air. And I don't know if this is actually true for Lisa. I don't think that Kathy Hilton would be the one to mess with.
Here's my problem. I hate when people come on a television show that is established and try to throw around the weight that got them on the show. Like, listen, we know that you're Kathy Hilton, but you are still Kathy Hilton on this show. Like, there's just certain things you can and cannot do. Like, and especially on a show like Beverly Hills, where damn near everybody is coming on the show with an established brand and a history and an already established resume. Like, there's only so much you're going to be able to do. Like, come on, like, why even be there then? Like, you're already just a friend of.
And Jordan, to be fair to your point, if you want to have complete control over your show, take the Kris Jenner route, be the EP.
Go do a show. It's not like you don't have the power to go do it. You already walked Paris directly into the doors of Peacock. You walked her in. So what is the point? Like, why? Just walk off camera, go do your own show. You wanted them to give you $2 million. You go take that $2 million from your Birkin account and go and do a show real quick. Like, stop playing with me. Like, girl. I
still need more information. I'm so confused. I'm still confused of the whole thing anyway.
All the girls try to do that, though. Like, it's not just Kathy Hilton. This is a housewife in general thing. Like, even the housewives who like come on and they OGs and they've been around 10, 11 years and they think they got some weight. Shut up!
But see, I don't think Kathy cares that much about what people think. I just don't think Kathy Hilton cares that much to do with season. I just don't.
But also, to be fair, I think that Kathy Hilton might not put herself in as a full-time housewife. One, I think she doesn't want to commit to the time commitments.
Right.
Because she doesn't have the same, like, when they call her, she can say, catch me. Like, I will do Wednesday and Friday. She's not contractually obligated the same.
$2 million for a friend.
She didn't get $2 million, though.
I'm just saying, her time has to be that valuable for her to want $2 million for a limited amount of filming.
We don't know if that's true.
She probably got $200,000.
I'm just reacting to rumors. I'm not saying that they're facts. I'm just reacting to the rumors.
I think people said $2 million. I think that may have been something No, I think she probably got 250 million. Ooh, Lord, 250 grand. Well, that's how much I want to get paid. 250 million. Someone send that to me. Send that to me, please. No, I think she got a $250,000 and to come back. And because she honestly was a comic relief. Also, thank you everyone for telling me I have a glow. You know, it's the Florida-ness. I go out in the sun for like a day and it's like bonjour.
I always get the dewy skin too. When I go out, I always have this like kind of glow. And Jason's like, you look like you're like pregnant or something. I'm like, that's not a compliment.
I always think you go tanning, actually, but then I forget that you're in the sun.
Listen, Adam, you give good face. You give good face. Okay, it's a compliment. It's a compliment.
I said Adam and Jason were my hall passes.
Okay.
Oh my God! Ooh,
hard left. Hard left.
Hard left. Anyway, what I was saying is,
come to New York now.
I think Kathy Hilton is trying to make an empire. She is good friends with Kris Jenner. She's trying to make a thing out of Paris. Paris wants to come back. She's making that comeback slowly but surely. And I think it's all, listen, we're all falling for the scheme. And we all tuning in to what they're trying to do. The Hiltons, listen, you can't buy fame. You cannot buy fame. So you're going to sure as hell try to make it happen. Okay? I'm just saying.
So depending on how this season goes, we may or may not see the Hiltons on Hulu next year as a sister show with the Kardashians. I'm just throwing around conspiracy theories. I'm just saying.
I don't think that happening because Hulu is owned by Disney ABC. Hulu's owned by Disney ABC, and so they would have to end their partnership with NBC in order to go over to Hulu. So because
that's not,
she's throwing weight around like she's throwing weight around like it's not above her. So I'm saying like don't be surprised.
I will be back in one moment. Let me get my charger. I'll be right back.
Okay. And Melissa Unbreaded said yes, you can. Erika bought fame, and to be fair, I know that the Hulu.
She also has the personality though. And
but
she also has the talent.
He falls under NBC, and once the Kardashians were done with that contract, they went over to Hulu. So you definitely can cross over. You just have to do it the right way. You can't just like pick up and go the next day. But also, to be fair, Perez Hilton does not need Mama Kathy to get her a platform. Perez Hilton will come with all of her followers, and they will offer her a show, even though she doesn't have the most interesting shows. Like, it's not the most interesting to watch. If anything's interesting to watch with Perez, aside from the opulent lifestyle, it's kind of like watching Dorit when Dorit gives us like 36 accents. Perez goes from to, hey, can you get the dog?
Audience, right?
Yeah,
there's an audience that's willing to watch Kathy plug in a fan. There's an audience for that, I'm sure.
Okay.
I feel like I like Kathy, but
I want to bring up one more thing really quick. Before I do, Natalie McClendon, again, I see that you're in the chat. Thank you so much for the gift. That was so sweet. Thank you. That was really, really, really sweet. We don't deserve that. I really appreciate it. And I'm afraid to use those, but thank you. And yesterday when I went to the UPS store, some crazy guy with this like camo hat on, and Janelle knows because we're in Florida, he got mad at me because he said that like the way I pulled out. So he slapped his hand on my Jeep, and I was like,
what?
I was like, do you know that this has 6 cylinders? You better get your ass away from my Jeep, friend. Okay.
Adam, you have a Jeep?
Yeah.
You have a Jeep? Do you do the Jeep sign? We have a Jeep.
No, but I didn't realize that the Jeep community, they put ducks on your shit, and I get really annoyed when I walk out to my Jeep and I have like a little ducky on it, and people are like, "You got ducked." I'm like, "Please stop touching my car."
My husband flipped out.
Like, please grow up.
Please, yes, thank you, Jordan. Okay, so I want to bring up another housewife situation. Before I do, I don't know if you guys remember this, and this is no shade. This is, you put this up, so this is on you. First, John Brano, you are great, Adam. We want an online party when you receive your 100K plaque. Congratulations. It's great.
Yes.
We're supposed to be getting it this week, guys, so maybe next week we'll do that. Yes. I can't wait. But when I did an interview, I'm about to talk about the Real Housewives of Miami for a second, but I did an interview with Perez Hilton. And if you guys caught this interview, I was really excited to do the interview. I've watched Perez for a long time. He's gotten himself in trouble before with things that he said, and it really kind of changed the trajectory of his career. And in this interview, every time I asked him a question, he would say, I don't know about that, but you can check out my CBD gummies. And that was like the whole interview became an infomercial. And then he was telling me how, you know, get ready because there's no longevity in this career and social media. And I'm like, what are we doing? And then I went on and Perez decides to post videos. He's always liking to post videos. Okay. And that's exactly what he did. He posted a video of himself. I don't know what the trajectory is of my career, Perez, but I hope that this is not where I'm going to find myself.
Mm.
Oh boy.
Wow.
Wow.
Wow. Oh.
All right.
Okay. All right.
Oh shit.
Oh. All right now.
He looks like Andy Cohen.
Yes, she did.
Monkey.
Yes, angry chicken. Go.
Like a
Okay,
monkey, and like an angry Andy Cohen. Like he looks like an
I
angry
just have
Andy.
to say, I'm not taking career advice after that video. So
Did he?
What did you watch?
I was like, he's like, all right, he's still going. Okay.
listen, if you
That's
have it
not-
in you,
no,
you have it
he's
in you.
not.
He was feeling the music. Okay. Whew, that gave me a workout.
Wow.
No.
Guys, 560 in the room. Smash that like button. See if we
Jeez.
can't get to 600. We are going live in 30 minutes for the Real Housewives of Orange County recap, but I want to talk about this domestic violence situation that happened on the Real Housewives of Miami.
Thank you for
Alexa.
glossing over that because I could have spent another 20 minutes on Perez Hilton. Please move on. Please move on. Please move on. Please
I'm
move
never
on.
gonna see
Chad.
that.
Real Housewives of
I can't
Miami
unsee
star
it.
Alexia Echevarria's son, Peter Rosello, will not face charges after domestic violence arrest.
What?
Apparently, there was no evidence to support the allegations. And I don't know if you guys remember this, but Alexia's son was accused, and this happened just a couple weeks ago. Him and his girlfriend got back from a club one night, and they got back to his apartment. When they did, they were fighting, and she wanted to leave and go stay at her parents' house. When she was trying to leave, what she accused him of was pulling her back in by the hair and then throwing her on the ground, kicking her in the stomach, and then she finally got back up and got to the door, and then he grabbed her by the neck, allegedly, this is what she's accusing him of, and pulled him back in and hit her in the face. And then finally she made it to the door, slammed open the door of this apartment, and one of the neighbors heard her screaming. So the neighbor ran over to help her, and they called the police, and Peter went to jail that night for domestic violence. Well, Alexia went on Watch What Happens Live, and Andy Cohen asked her about the situation, and she said, right now, we are disputing all charges.
Mhm.
We are not claiming that this is true. And I was like, maybe she's saying that because that's her son and her kids have been through a lot, but how do you, what? And then to hear that this was dropped, I'm like, the girl, the police officers, do you get I'm trying to understand. Do the police just arrest you because your girlfriend makes a call and says that you kicked her in the stomach, beat her in the face, yanked her hair out of her head, but then they show up and there's nothing wrong and they still arrest you? Because wouldn't there be some sort of
Something's up. Either they didn't press charges, the state must not have pressed charges. Maybe she didn't have enough marks on her or something. I don't know. But
you don't have to have marks on you to be physically.
I know, but something's up because
can we say the A word on here? I don't want you to get like
what is the A word?
What?
ABUSE.
Oh, okay.
Oh yeah, abuse.
Yeah.
I mean, I think so. I don't know. I'll find out.
I mean, but like,
no, I just don't. I know sometimes YouTube, what's the word? I can't think of it. Sometimes they mark you if you say certain words. So I was asking. Anyway,
well, no, it says Rosello, Peter allegedly proceeded to knee the victim in her crotch area, causing her to fall to the ground, then kicking her on the ground. And then the woman, she tried to escape by running out the front door, but he grabbed her by the arm and hair and pulled her back inside of the apartment. She tried to flee a second time while yelling and screaming, and the noise caught the attention of a neighbor. And the witness said, so there was a witness who told officers that he tried to pull the victim inside of the apartment as she was trying to free herself of the grip. And then the neighbor then brought the girlfriend into the apartment and called 911.
I don't know why the state didn't pick up those charges.
No, because the state doesn't. Okay, so this is not a federal offense. This is not a state offense. The victim has to be the one to press charges. So therefore, she decided, from what I'm understanding, what Adam is saying, she's the one who actually dropped the charges. The state is only going to do what she, as the victim, the girlfriend, would is asking them to do. If she wanted to pursue it further, then that's when it becomes a criminal case. We all go to court, and then it's left to a judge and a jury. But she stopped it before it went forward, and you don't have to necessarily have marks on you to like prove that you've been aid. But the thing is that there was a witness saying that she heard noises and that she helped her. So that means she witnessed something also, not just not by hearing it, but she also witnessed it visually. So I think what may have happened is possibly, who knows? I was about to say that, Joe Mendoza. I think there may have been a possible payout to keep her mouth shut because Alexia wants to keep her flamingo or whatever. And Peter, I want Peter to get the help that he clearly needs, because that episode where him and, is it Todd? That's Alexia's husband, right? When they're going at it, I can only imagine how it is to take care, to know like how your brother was one day and how he completely changed the next. I just want him to get the mental therapy that he clearly needs. The whole family needs it, but I feel like Peter needs it the most. And then also to know who your father is, because if anybody saw Cocaine Cowboys, ooh child, I would have to go to therapy for that too.
I mean,
that is one scenario.
What's your scenario?
That is one scenario, because I live in a state where the exact opposite has happened, and I have been a witness to somebody to this type of situation happening, and the police have come to the house and have done nothing because everything was clear and clean to the house, and you know, they either wouldn't do anything, or because the person who's being accused is still irate and causing a scene, they'll take that person. Like I've seen multiple ways of this scenario turning out. So it's either the way that Janelle just described it, because I've certainly seen that happen, or it was a situation where he did enough to get himself arrested, but there was not enough evidence to actually pursue charges. Right. So it's circumstantial depending on where you are, but that is also a very true scenario. So it's there's a lot of layers to actually peel apart when you try to like figure out what happened between those two people. And the witness only saw the person being pulled back into the apartment, right? So you don't know. So you didn't see all of the actual things that, from the perspective of a police officer, if they hear that you did all of these things to this person, they're going to expect some sort of physical sign, just based on what I've witnessed and heard. This is not my own opinion. They're going to expect some sort of physical sign based on the story that you give. So there's a lot of layers to consider to that. This is all very just
domestic is hard. Domestics are really hard to deal with.
My dad told me
that. And also remember that the charges were also dropped against Jussie Smollett too. And
are they together? Did Peter get back with the girlfriend or whatever? Are they together?
I don't know that yet, but you know, my dad always told me growing up in the state of Florida, and maybe I don't know if Janelle knows about this. I don't know. I mean, unless you know somebody, I know that I've had family members arrested before, and like I know friends who have family members who have been arrested. But I heard in the state of Florida, if the police have to come out and show up to your house, someone is getting arrested. And I don't know if that's true or if it's not true, or if it's just case.
I've heard the same thing.
I've heard it and seen it.
I've heard the same thing, and that's why when you call the police in Florida, you better be calling them for a good reason.
Like no matter what you're calling for.
Because if listen, police in Florida, it doesn't matter what the county is. It's they can. There's a lot of opinions.
That's what I'm saying.
The other day, when my mom was in town and she was watching our dogs. We had a situation, and we have a ring, so we see everything that happens. And we have this guy who looks like Emily Simpson's husband, Shane, from Real Housewives of Orange County. He's kind of a smaller guy, and his girlfriend's like tall and skinny. They have a baby together, and they look like they hate each other all the time. And my mom went out to make a phone call, and she heard them screaming, and he was like, "You cheated on me," and she said, "Yeah, and I'm leaving your ass." And they were all like, they were fighting back and forth. And then the next morning, I went out to walk the dogs at 8 a.m. and I wasn't expecting it, but there were police officers outside, and they were arresting the woman. And I was like, "Oh shit, maybe she did try to leave your house." I don't know what was happening, but My sister gets arrested. My sister is in a domestic violence situation, and whenever the cops are called, it's always him on her. It's always him attacking her. My sister gets arrested 90% of the time because either both times she fought back, the neighbor saw her throw a brick at him, and then she did something else. And the neighbor called first on her. My sister had marks on her, but so did he. My sister got arrested because she had assault with a deadly weapon. All she did was pick a brick up and throw it behind her to hit Carl, his name is. They hit him because he was chasing her. And the police
don't be saying names. Oh, these are real people.
Carl Lyons, piece of crap.
Whoa!
Anyway.
Whoa!
It's an absolute fact.
She's giving a fake name. She's giving a fake name.
It's an absolute fact. Look it up. Anyway, they're still together. But anyway, he's the worst person ever. And they know it's a domestic violence situation. The cops are there all the time. My sister stays with him. The cops don't take it seriously. My sister gets arrested. He's been arrested once. And then 17 times they've been there. And the state's picked up the charges against my sister. She has assault with a deadly weapon. And I'm like, how of all these years he's been beating her almost to death, and he has literally one strangulation charge against him for it 2 years ago. And my sister's the one, because they say she's a bad victim. She makes a bad victim. And I said,
I'm gonna switch up this conversation really quick to make it pretty cotton candy, just to get us ready for Orange County. We have a little bit of a reach here, and there was one thing that I loved about working in West Hollywood, especially when I worked for the Vanderpumps. You always see the Vanderpump Rules cast members, and when you see them, they all come with groupies. They have their little fans who are their friends who all work at the restaurants, and they follow them around to get any kind of camera time they possibly can. Well, we know that season 9 started off with absolutely no storylines and ended off with more than what they started with to begin with. And now we're seeing James Kennedy run around with a server. This girl has been trying to get on the show. This girl's been trying to get on the show for 3 years.
Oh no!
And I'm laughing because this is full circle. People don't know this. I've shared it before.
First, right?
I've shared it before on my channel. This has come full circle. When I met James Kennedy, he was a busser at SUR, and we became friends. And Sheena invited me to her Christmas party because I didn't have any family in town. I didn't have any friends, so she invited me to the Christmas party. Well, that night I went out with James, and James was like, "Dude, nobody knows, but I'm hooking up with Kristen." And Kristen was still very much so with Tom. "I'm hooking up with Kristen, and I'm going to get on the show." And he manifested it. He got himself on the show. He used Kristen to get himself on the show. It was very strategic the way he did it. And boom, this girl right in the middle is giving you your karma right back. And she is doing the exact same.
Why did all three of us lean in? Why did all three of us at the same time go like,
we all like,
who is it?
Why do you like
Somebody
paying it forward.
That and send me that as a gift.
He's paying it forward.
To be fair, can I just say real quick, to be fair, it wasn't just the 4 of us who were leaning forward. She was.
Baby, she needed to just go ahead and fall out.
I really thought that Julia Fox was with Kanye. I'm lost. I didn't know he had a new girlfriend after Julia. I thought this was Julia Fox.
No, it's complicated, Chris.
Okay.
By the way, I don't want to talk about that too, because I don't think he's dressing these girls up like Kim. This is a Kanye aesthetic. To Janelle's point earlier, he did the same thing with Amber Rose back in the day before. That's like he made Kim who she was as far as this whole fashion thing goes. That's why he takes the aesthetic and throws it right on somebody else. I think it's a slap in Kim's face to be like, "Girl, I put you in this drag. Girl, this is Kanye drag, okay? I did this for you. So watch me go and do it for the same thing for someone else. She'll be in the press. They'll be talking about her doing the same thing." Now, mind you, it all is blowing up in his face because Kim is doing the ultimate thing, the things. And we'll talk about the Nefertiti Vogue pictures in just a second. We'll come back to that because I have some things to say.
Okay.
But
well, we technically only have about 10 minutes to touch on all of this, but
this girl trying to sleep her way onto the show.
It wouldn't be the first time it's happened on Vanderpump Rules. Let's keep it all.
Did Jack say it first?
Is there a show to get on to? Do we have a show to get on to?
Season 10. I think season 10's a shoe, and I was talking to a few people, and I'm pretty sure that there will be a season 10 of Vanderpump Rules.
Also, did you not see Lala's like post? I don't even. What is BDE?
No,
maybe I'm not with the acronym.
It means big DICK energy.
Yes.
Oh.
Irritating.
None of which I saw in any of that photo. So
I am so sick of her trying to be Tupac. I need her to stop. Like I'm.
This is the format of the show. The entire show was established because the entire cast was sleeping with each other. Right. So why is this scandalous? Why is this news? Who else would he expect to be with? Another server. You got to secure your spot on the show somehow.
Right.
And they're not going to hire your ass to DJ.
When I did my interviews for the show, that was one of the biggest questions. Because I went through 2 rounds of interviews each time, and one was when I was 20. And one was when I was like 25 or 20. I don't even, maybe 24. I don't know.
Adam, you look real good in those. It looked good in those stills that you posted. I was like, okay, Adam, you better work.
I was
Janelle,
20
have you
years
seen
old.
their Instagram? Have you seen their Instagram? Have you seen Jason's body?
Yes.
Come on in. I'm like, Adam.
I was like, okay. I didn't be coming through with the good stuff.
Wait, look. I didn't even know that was Adam at first. I was like, where's Adam? I'm like, that looks like a little kid. That's not Adam.
Also, Adam, your face was my face during that whole episode. I remember when it came on, and my face was that face. I was just like, oh my God.
I was like, were you 21 there? Or 20?
No, I just turned 20.
There?
Not even
wow. You really
but I was good for her. I'm not gonna judge who she the girlfriend of Jayne, the new girlfriend. I'm not gonna be mad at it. Good for her. Let her do what she gotta do.
Is this his girlfriend or is he just sleeping with her? Like, let's be real.
Storyline for the show.
Like, is she just getting onto the show? Like, none of the other girls like her, so she had to find her a boy to get her onto the show.
It's just like Sheena's Adam, right? Adam Spot or whoever. What's that his name?
Adam,
like, it's the same thing. Like, are they sleeping with each other or are they together? And then you could tell that Sheena wanted more. And I'm not sure if that was really just her storyline or she was being for real.
I'm not going crazy.
She actually really did like Adam, just to be fair. But with like, even when I did my interviews for the show, they were asking like, okay, are you with anybody? And they were like, it was a million questions. And okay, now's your time. Who are you hooking up with? That's on
who
the
were
cast?
you,
Is
Adam?
there anyone?
And who were you hooking up with?
Nobody. First of all, I don't I'm like Howie Mandel. I don't like people touching me. I don't want to lay in bed with people. I don't like, if I could have 2 twin beds in my one master bedroom, then I would just have 2 twin beds. Jason would have his bed. I'd have my bed. I've been fighting for 20 years.
I know. What color are you now?
How 1950s.
You didn't hook up in the cuties bathroom? I want to go to the bathroom.
I go to bed with
I need a cuddle.
Chastity belt. It's locked up and I have a gown on. Okay, you're not touching me.
I understand that life though, because me and my husband are kind of like that. We said when we build our dream house, we're gonna have separate bedrooms and separate bathrooms, and then we'll just meet in the guest bedroom, meet in the kitchen, meet in the garage. Just do things where we need to do things. Listen, y'all.
When you have kids, you gotta get in.
Not morning TV. Not morning TV, but yeah. So like, I completely get this. I completely get this life. Like, I understand the whole Brady's thing of like they're in the beds reading, but there's a whole nightstand in between them. Like, I get it. Except for me, it would be a whole nother bedroom and a whole nother bathroom, and then we would just meet where we meet and just drop them where we at. Period.
No, I need cuddles. I need to sleep in.
Like, we can pick a room to cuddle in. You just can't fall asleep there.
I want to be. Listen, let me tell you something. I like being the little spoon.
I need to know somebody next
to me. I'm the big spoon.
I
don't need to do that all night. I just need to do that till I fall asleep.
So I just take Jason. We have our one dog who Jason like literally suffocates her when he's sleeping, and he just hugs onto her, and you see her eyes, and she's like, and she loves it. Like she jumps on the bed as soon as he gets in bed, and she walks over and she like flops over like a dead possum, and it's like, cuddle me. And then the other one, I'll cuddle him for a second, and then he's like, all right, I'm not down for this, man. And then he'll jump on and go into the bed. And I'm like, no, come back here. He's like, get that away from me. I'm like, okay.
Get them out of my bed. I can't have them in my bed.
No, I don't. Listen, when I had the day that I had children, like, I know the whole thing, like, we're like,
your
when
kids are gonna sleep in the bed
people
with
bring
you
the babies into the
13.
bed, and like, you know, they sleep with them for like the first
Well,
like
you
6
guys.
months or whatever. No, the baby is going to be trained to
No.
sleep in that crib because let me tell you something. Once I'm healed, it's on and popping. So we are not.
Well,
that's all I'm gonna say.
Yeah, there was things I couldn't wait for the kid to get out. I say the kid, for Zach to get out because, yeah, we had plans for the house. You know,
Kristen, you and dropping these governments. You are dropping people's governments like this entire call. Like I'm just
yes, Kristen. No more dropping names. No more dropping
Why?
names.
I didn't know I wasn't allowed.
Just call him Pinky in the brain for all we know. Just leave anybody.
All kidding aside, though, guys, we actually are legitimately coming back in 10 minutes. So I'm gonna go make sure. I know that Jason just went to go get a coffee. I'm gonna text him real quick so he can grab me another 4 shots of espresso. That way, I'm kicking it on 8 shots of espresso. We got a lot of shit going on. I got a house to clean. We got videos to do. I got a fiance. I gotta make sure he doesn't leave me. Okay. All right. So. We'll be right back. Hopefully you guys, I'm posting it right now, right here. Boom, 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 boom. Join us right after this at 11 a.m. Eastern. That is in 12 minutes. Come continue the party over. We will take callers. We're going to recap Real Housewives of Orange County, talk about Noella's messiness and the shit show that is, and that Heather Dubrow was not able to save. So we will be right back. Jordan, did you pause or are you just giving me the face?
I think she's frozen.
I thought she was looking at me all sideways.
I think she's frozen.
Oh. All right. Bye, Jordan. Bye. 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 We'll see you in a minute.
Oh, bye.
All right. Bye, guys. All right. So we will be back in 10 minutes. Hopefully you guys join us. And don't forget to smash that like button. Thank you to all of our super chats, super stickers. Thank you again, Natalie McClendon, for your beautiful gift. We really appreciate it. And thank you to all of our amazing mods. You guys are the best. Norma Maldonado, also, thank you for always sending me sweet messages. I really appreciate you. We will see you guys in 10 minutes. Bye, guys.